I wanted to make a quick personal video for everybody who's going to watch this video, either me and all my team members. And for those who don't know me, my name is Artem Sisterenko. I am the founder of Broke LLC, and what we do is that we work with B2B service providers and we help them grow online, whatever. Now, the purpose of this video is for you to realize one simple thing, and that's probably what 12 years in business. And the speed at which we move dictates how successful we're going to be. And I've noticed in myself that, for example, when I talk with other founders, agency owners, entrepreneurs, SaaS companies, whatever, they always say they have a lot of those goals, ambitions, hitting those 6, 7, 8-figure months, years, whatever. They know usually what they have to do, but they don't do the work. And I'm in the same position. I've been always in the same position where I always had those sticky notes with all of the goals for a week, a month, a year, quarter, whatever you want to call it. But I never actually achieved it in the same designated time frame, because usually it happened either later or sometimes even earlier. Where am I going with this video? Simply, the speed at which you make a decision to do something in your business is going to dictate whether you're going to achieve it or you're going to plan to achieve it, which is going to be never, basically. And the shift that I made myself personally a couple of years ago, a couple of months ago, is instead of me just setting a goal on the sticky notes, setting a goal for my outreach campaigns, for my ad campaigns, for any of the things that I'm doing to grow my business and help my clients grow, is to actually do and invest money into it so that it fires my ass up. And it basically means that I have to do the work. Because if I'm going to be just planning, sitting, making a to-do list of items, there is no urgency. There is no urgency for me to achieve that goal. And probably you have the same thing where sometimes whatever you know you should be doing, like for example, hiring some people, do some outreach, do some ads, you know how to do it. So you just do it every day. It's just part of who you are. But when you know that you have to do something a little bit different, like for example, start posting the content, reaching out to some key decision makers, making some tough, hard decisions, you don't take any action. There is no speed. There is no action there. You just wait. You always procrastinate. We all know this thing, but you just don't take the action. And the reason is that you don't move with speed. There is no urgency. There is no habit of yours of taking the action, even though it's painful. Because let me tell you a quick story. I'm going a little bit of attention, but you will never believe me that probably I used to be an introvert who didn't have any friends. I was afraid of public speaking and all of that. Now, how I destroyed that fear completely for myself was the speed at which I started becoming the person capable of achieving the goal of being a public speaker. So what I did, I joined Toastmasters. I was a terrible public speaker. I just started speaking every single week. While most of the people, they spoke for one time, maybe 2 times per month, I spoke every single week. And I always wanted more. And people always told me that, sometimes they even tell me that, Artem, you should stop. Give the chance to others. But I didn't want to do it because I knew at that moment that the speed at which I decide to become a person capable of achieving the goal and the actions that I take right now are going to dictate whether I'm going to become that person or no. You don't manifest your business hitting 6, 7 figures, 8 figures by just wishing, dreaming. You reach it because you become the person capable of achieving the goal. You take the daily actions, but you move with speed. When you have a goal of, for example, right now, I need to hire a person to manage some of my delivery for my clients or for me too, I know that the only way for me to do it is to actually do it. Like right now, that's my biggest priority. So I don't do anything else except that. Because if I'm going to do one thing, then another thing, then another, then I'm going to postpone, and then 2 months later, like have right now, it happened the same thing, nothing will happen. Because 2 months ago, exactly, I set a goal for me to hire that person, but I didn't do it, just to be frank with you. That's a lame behavior. That's me being weak. That's me showing my weaknesses. But you don't have to make the same mistake. I made it. I lost 2 months of my life. Or I gained the knowledge that I can pass on to you and onto myself. Because speed at which we decide to make something and the action that we do is going to dictate whether we're going to be successful or no. And speed is not you being in a rush. Speed basically is deciding what you want and taking action towards it. That's it. So in your outreach, in your ads, in your business growth, in your client acquisition, in your scaling or whatever, you'll know what you have to do. Why aren't you there? Probably because you don't take the actions. So if you want to achieve it, if you want to get that goal, start taking the action. Lead with speed. I think you'll love it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm thinking of making those videos pretty regularly because I know that I can change some people's lives, and at the same time I help you guys get something really valuable. Don't make the same mistakes that I do in my pursuit of business and life, because, well, that's who I am. Let me know what you think. My name is Artem Sistarenko, and yeah, I'm looking forward to connecting with you all, guys. Have a gorgeous day.